Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the Club Stride What You Need broadcast Christmas special Love with Vigor Challenge. Today we are going to talk a little bit about something we did in the previous week on Friday in the finals week. And we figured it was a great opportunity to help some young people feel good and really just spread some Christmas cheer.
Yeah. So as Terrence already mentioned, we did this Christmas special. And the whole entire purpose of it was to, as he said, spread Christmas cheer, spread out some love, but most importantly, motivate. And you'll see how that sort of comes into play once you've watched the full video that we put out. But the whole point of it is to motivate you, not only those who did really good this semester, those who did really well on their finals, but for those who didn't do so good, who did poorly over the semester, whether that be because they lacked the inspiration and motivation to do well in the first place, or just because they might have tried really hard and still did badly. So we want to give inspiration and motivation and the love to everyone, no matter how good or bad they did, so that when they go into the next semester, when they go into their winter break, they can have a good experience and do even better, try even harder.
Yeah, so that they could end this school semester on a good note.
Okay, guys, we're not going to try to get you to pay for anything. In fact, we want to pay you, the hardworking students who may have failed or passed their finals. Either way, we want to give you guys a free gift, some free candy.
I want to make sure everybody hears you.
If you guys finish your finals and want free money, please come down to the table. All you got to do is get in the line.
Free money, you gotta come.
Great. All right, go ahead.
So what we did for this challenge was we went out to Vallejo High School and to the plaza, and we gave out some free gifts and some free candy. And what these gifts were envelopes with money inside of them. So the envelopes either had $1 or a $5 bill. And you know, some of you might be thinking, well, how is money going to be motivational? Because as I said before, the goal was to inspire and motivate the youth to do better. And you're right, money doesn't motivate people, but because we knew that, we put some motivational messages on the money. So we actually taped it to the money and had them read it out loud. So if they wanted to get their free present, they actually had to read it out loud to themselves and to all those around them. And as a result, even if they didn't feel it in the moment, might got a little bit of inspiration from it.
Yeah.
So
and also if they didn't, if the individual who read it didn't, you know, other people did. I know a few times when someone cracked open their envelope and read their quote, there was a lot of people who said things like interesting or yeah, it's true. Even Dr. Rhonda, our executive director, she came out with us, got dressed up as well. What's one part we didn't mention? We did get dressed up. Yeah. Saku was the greatest snowman ever to live in Vallejo. I was Santa Claus on keto. And Dr. Rhonda was an elf, which it was a really good time, honestly, being out there. I had to get gas afterwards. So I went to the gas station dressed as Santa Claus and people looked at me like I was silly, but yeah, I do it for the kids.
So yeah, enjoy the video.
Read the message on the gift. You gotta read it into the mic, please.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
It's me, Daisaku from Club Stride. Right now, me, The CEO, Dr. Rhonda, and our good friendly neighborhood Santa, Terrence Vaden, is out here. Oh, and Juana, my bad. We're all out here right in front of Vallejo High, and we're passing out gifts. So we're passing out these little envelopes. Let me grab one, or grab two. We're passing out these envelopes, and these envelopes have money and a motivational quote inside of them. So any student brave enough to come will be able to come and grab some money, grab some motivation, and along with some free candy. And the whole entire point of this little experiment we're doing today is just to simply pass around some love and motivation. We don't have any sort of ulterior motive behind it. The whole point of this channel is just to love others unconditionally and do that just to do it, because why not?
Yeah, I could already see it through the thing. I was like, okay, take a 5.
All right.
Hello.
All right.
Push your show because no one else is going to do it for you.
Congratulations on this semester.
Gift.
Oh, this is heavy.
Let's start with you. All right.
Wait, don't zoom in. Oh! All right.
Oh, nice. You got 5 too. All right. Just got to read what says on there.
More?
No.
Is there more? Okay.
There it is.
All right, bye, y'all.
Don't
See ya.
wish
Oh, damn
it
it,
were
fine.
easier. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. That's
Cool. Thank you. And then here's yours. You can pick one or two.
I can't even feel when things touch me.
Oh, you got like, I can already see it.
Let's see what's in the envelope. Ooh, there is money in here. $1.
Well, let's see what it says on here.
It says, I find that harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, I do.
Good luck to you for next semester.
I know I did good.
Oh my gosh. So everything I love about holidays is the decorations. Like, I love how the city decorates downtown. Did you see downtown?
Yes.
It's so nice, right? I love when the malls decorate Christmas. And like, yeah, so I love decorations.
Open that up, and then there's a message. There's money in there.
Oh, okay. So could I just get like 3 of them?
No. What you get? Oops, don't tear the money. Don't tear the money now. All right.
Okay, wait. This part? If it's important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse.
All right. What'd you get?
Ooh, I got a $5
All
bill.
right, congratulations.
We just gotta look.
Okay, and what is one thing that you enjoy about the holidays?
The food.
The food? Oh, I'd have to agree. I love gumbo. Oh, yeah, gumbo for sure. All right, thank you. Oh, wait, come back. What was your name?
Melina.
Oh, okay. This is Melena, everybody. Merry Christmas. Who's next?
It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Okay.
That's so true.
Congratulations on this semester. Good luck.
I like spending time with my family and friends.
Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential. John Maxwell.
You believe that? Yep. All right, congratulations on this semester. Good luck next semester. Did you get it?
You never know. My best friend. Oh, it's okay, best friend.
Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you.
Congratulations for this semester. Good luck next semester.
It don't look like a 5, right?
All right, tell us what the message said.
Life has 2 rules. Never quit. Always remember rule number 1.
Congratulations on this semester.
Jose and Michael.
What do you love about the holidays?
I love seeing like all my family members I don't get to see that often, and also my mom cooking at the holidays. Always a treat.
What I like about the holidays is that it presents a big opportunity for kindness.
Honestly, I like being able to get time off and having everybody kind of come together to hang out. Everybody spends more time together during the holidays.
I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan.
Congratulations on this semester.
You know, whatever you get, you give it to me for my birthday, right?
What?
Yeah.
What you get?
Oh, well, I got $1 for my birthday.
It's all up to chance.
Oh, I got $10.
It's all random.
No, I'm kidding.
So the award you get is
I'm
the
kidding.
award.
I'm kidding, cousin. I'm kidding.
I'm like, hold on, my birthday, cause
Oh, I did get $10.
oh my.
Oh, I got $5.
Don't.
I'm kidding, cousin.
Hey, your
I'm
birthday
kidding.
coming up, okay?
It's my birthday.
We are Club Stride, a youth empowerment organization, so expect to be seeing a lot more of us around here.
Open it up. Oh, no, you didn't.
Always in comfort.
I'm not going to let y'all look. All right, choose one.
Oh, you got to mix them first?
I see y'all at the front.
Finish your finals. Feel free to come down and get a free gift with some free candy.
Open it, open it. Open it.
On the B, you got a high.
I don't think so. It might be 100. It might not be a 1.
It's 100.
All right. You've got to get up every morning with determination if you're going to go to bed with satisfaction. George Lorminier.
What you know?
Sorry. Huh?
What you know about that?
About this quote right here? What it says to me is, you have to get up every morning with determination if you're going to go to bed with satisfaction. That's what it sounds like to me. But no, really, now I had to read it again. Now it's processed. It sounds like you got to, when you wake up, do something productive, do something successful, do something to make you happy, even if it's talking, being a fool like I'm doing. Y'all laugh, so that's cool. I'm going to sleep with satisfaction. I got $1 now too, so right on.
I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have.
Congratulations.
Because it is the Christmas time, Club Stride wants to award you guys for finishing this.
Come on. All right, so let us know what your note. That's a special note from Club Stride.
Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can.
All right, congratulations on this semester.
Okay, and one question is, what do you enjoy about the holidays?
People costumes.
The costumes. Okay, thank you.
So go ahead and open it up. I do too.
Are you a big fan?
Yeah, the quotes are so cool. That's okay. What does it say there?
Life has 2 rules. One, never quit. 2, always remember.
Congratulations on this semester. Good luck next semester, okay? Really. You getting everybody's money.
This is my match.
No.
Okay, cool.
Can I do it again?
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Well,
Okay. Don't say you don't have enough time. You have exactly the same number of hours per day that were given to Helen Keller, Pasteur, Michelangelo, Mother Teresa, Leonardo da Vinci, Thomas Jefferson, and Albert Einstein.
Nice, thank you. And once again, the question: what do you love about the holidays?
That I get a break from school.
On this semester.
What you mean? What you mean? The middle one.
Yeah.
Everybody loved that middle one. I don't get it. Stop looking.
Just got a random. You can't even see through them. Like, what are y'all doing?
at random if you.
Oh, look at her.
Here we go. 3, 2,
No, I'll get it. I'll pick it.
Here you go.
I was.
Here you go.
No, wait.
Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential.
Congratulations on getting A's, and congratulations on finishing this semester, and good luck for next semester, okay? All right.
Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you.
Congratulations on this semester.
Active effort in today's final week.
Don't let your victories go ahead or your failures go to your heart.
Congratulations, okay? All right. Okay, all right. You are not back again. You are not back again.
This is my first
You
time being
are
here.
not back again. Come on. It'll be worth it. Congratulations this semester. What you doing back? Choose a good one. Open it up. You remind me of my son. Hey, it's a little something.
Life has two rules: never quit and always remember. Rule 1.
You have to expect things of yourself before you can do them.
All right, congratulations.
I got $1. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have.
Congratulations from Club Stride, okay? Have a great one.
Hold on.
No, you can't.
Wait, you gotta look through it?
Yeah, he did look at it. He was like, oh, hold on. Wait.
Oh, I got $1. That's what I tried to put today.
Don't let your victories go to your head or your failures go to your heart.
Congratulations on this semester. Good luck next semester from Club Stride.
Can I ask you a question? This makes life for me. Why didn't you want to come on?
Well, I just didn't want to. Just,
You don't have anything against it?
no. Yeah.
Well, I hope you get convicted. I hope you do too. All right.
This is for me.
No, I'm going to take it out.
No.
Choose it. Choose the good one. Choose a good one.
I need something right now.
All right, open that up. Open that up.
That's the actual song? Oh my god.
Let's open up. What's open? Read what it says.
Life has two rules. 1, never quit. And 2, always remember rule number 1.
So, personally, I do not celebrate the holidays, but the thing I do love about the holidays is the spirit. I love when people really do come together. I say it's an excuse for people to get away from life, sit with the family. I think that's cool. I think that's the most beautiful part is the spirit within it.
So, yeah, that was the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it because we did put a lot of work in to get that whole entire thing to work. And to be quite honest, I think we touched a lot of young people, and we had quite a few people, thank us just for what we were doing. Because frankly, I think youth really need it, especially youth of Vallejo, where we're constantly, hearing these stories about their facilities not really being 100% or really up to snuff whatsoever. But yeah, it was really cool to do that. And now we're going to really talk about whether, or whether we think we actually motivated someone, whether we think we motivated some of the youth out there, and what we hope, the youth will do with what they have, do what we gave them, and what they're going to take away from the experience.
Yeah, I think one thing is, I think anytime it's somebody getting out of a place that they don't want to be in, like school, or after a stressful situation like finals, it's always going to seem like, they just don't want to listen, or they're just ready to get out of there. But I do think we touched a lot of students' lives with the quotes that we gave out, and then the gift. Like he said, the money is not really should not be used as an empowering tool or anything like that. It was more of a gift. It was more of a, here's a quote, here's something you can use to help get you into the next semester, something to help push you forward, education or academically. And then also, we love you, so here's $1, or here's a $5. It wasn't
you
like
can take into the break with you.
Exactly. It's not like, here's $1 so you'll do good in school. It was more like, we care about you. And this was just another way that we felt we could show our young people we do love them. But the quotes were actually really good. Some of them were things like, basically, if you don't put any effort in the beginning, throughout your day, how can you go to sleep with satisfaction?
One of my favorites was, don't want things to be easier, be better.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one. And I saw a lot of people really resonate with that one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Because
I got you, bro. I got it.
No, because because frankly, people will typically be like, "Oh, I wish the schoolwork was easier. I wish we had less of it to do." But when you begin to apply yourself, you realize that this work the work is easy. There's not a lot of it to do. And life around you just begins to become easier once you really apply yourself and put in the amount of effort necessary to make those things easy and make things flow smoothly.
Yeah, one of the quotes I liked was strive for progress, not perfection. That was a really good one because a lot of times that's one thing we do and it really stresses us out because we want everything to be perfect. We don't want any mistakes. We want to be exactly like everyone else who does great. But we forget the fact that it's steps to get there. So it's learning multiplication, then learning division, then fractions, and then adding all of that together. So that's one thing I know a lot of students do struggle with, is feeling like they should immediately get a subject when they get there, and forgetting the fact that school is progress and it's just putting in the work and continuously bettering yourself.
Right. And a lot of students don't have nobody there to motivate them.
Yeah.
They have teachers that, of course they teach them. And if some of them are good teachers, then they'll be motivational. But most of the time, even then, it's not really the case. And then they just have teachers that teach or kind of scare them into thinking that the class is super difficult. And then also believing that unless they're already really, really smart and like spend hours and hours and hours and hours studying, they're not going to be able to do well. But, with this, I think it was one of the very first occasions where you actually get motivated, where they actually have somebody tell them you can do this, you just need to apply yourself. And there was a few people actually who we asked, did this kind of stuff ever really happen outside of your school? Does this type of event or type of occurrences really happen? And almost all of them said no. All of them said no, this never happens, nothing ever happens around here. And so yeah, it felt really cool to do that.
Yeah, I mean, because there's the thought that if we want to help our students, the only way to do it is, in their classrooms or in disciplining them. But there's also remembering that our young people are people outside of school and homework. So they do definitely want to feel appreciated. They want to feel loved, and they definitely want to feel like as an individual, we care about them. And I do think that they did feel that way today, that there are people in their community who see them as more than just kids who want to see them better themselves. And yeah, I think that was one of the things that really stuck out to me, was just the feeling that we were gifting the young people, of course, but we were also gifting them with more than money. And it was like a sense of, you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
One of the great quotes, I definitely can't say it word for word because it's almost a paragraph, but it basically talked about how every person has the same amount of hours in every day. So if you want to be great, it's not talents and necessarily skills and luck. It's more so remembering that you have the same amount of hours as the people like Elon Musk and Albert Einstein and Helen Keller, and just putting in the work. So that means, sure, you may have things like dyslexia or different disabilities, but that just means, honestly, the way that you... Sako had me watching this. John Goggins, was his name?
David Goggins. Had me thinking all differently, just wanting to be 100%. But that video in conjunction with today really spoke to me and made me feel like if we put the work in, if we really, really, try, there's not, as humans, as people, there's nothing that we can't do. Yeah. That reminded me of that one quote that we passed out. When we were selecting these quotes, we tried to make it applicable to as many people as we can. And I think it was by Thomas Jefferson, and it was the harder I work, the easier, or the harder I work, the more, or the luckier I become, or it feels the luckier I become. And personally, as a college student, I totally felt that, because when I was in high school, I didn't try hard. I faked being sick to get out of school so I wouldn't miss assignments, or just because I was lazy. And then as soon as I got into college and I kicked it in gear the very first year, as soon as I kicked it in gear, it was like everything just started becoming easier. Exams, finals, homework, you start to feel like dates are being moved up for you just so that you have enough time to do this and this and that. And it's just truly testament to that phrase. The harder you work, the easier, the luckier your life becomes.
Yeah, it also speaks to the other one, which is directly like correlated to that, and that is, if you want to do something, you do it. And I can't even. The quote's gone.
Oh yeah, it was. I remember. It was, if you want to do something, you'll make time, and if you don't want to do it, you'll make excuses.
Yeah. So it's basically the same thing, especially when it comes to work ethic. When you really want something, when you really want that new iPhone, when you really want to be with your family, when you really want to do something, you make it happen. You fight for it. You figure out whatever it takes to get to it, or you find a workaround or something. And if it's something that's not important to you, you tend to let it fall to the wayside or make up excuses as to why you can't do it.
Right. And it was definitely the biggest thing that I think a lot of you took away from it was questioning their own devotion to what they were doing. So like I said, the biggest thing we wanted to do was motivating. But when you become motivated, you have to sort of question what it is exactly that you're doing. If you're doing something, if you're doing things right, you don't really need to motivate yourself because you're moving easy. Everything's going smooth. But if you're not moving things right, then you question yourself, and in questioning yourself, you realize, I need to get this together. Yeah. And I think that's something we showed the youth today, because they had to read the truth that, hey, if you're getting bad results, part of it may be circumstance, but a large part of it is you. And you need to be the one to emerge from that circumstance.
Yeah, which was something I really liked about all the quotes, that they were like from an I perspective. Not like my circumstances make it hard for me, I work, blah, blah, blah. It was more so, if I want to make it happen, I'm going to make it happen. They all generally revolved around that, and self-improvement. So that was one really cool thing. And then we also talked to a few people just about what they love about the holidays, because it's the holidays, the Christmas special. And we got some interesting answers. What was cool?
Majority of it was worked around food.
Yeah. We didn't get any about gifts though. I thought that was actually cool. Or seeing people's faces when they get gifts. That's one I've seen in like holiday specials and TV shows. But we got a lot of eating the food that the family cooks, especially with Thanksgiving being included in the holidays. Mm-hmm. And we got a lot talking about being with the family. It's almost an excuse, which is crazy when you think about the fact that we need an excuse to get around family.
To be with somebody you're genetically linked to.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But those were two cool things. They were really oriented around being with family. So it's really cool to see young people really interested in being around their family. Maybe not at all times, because they're still figuring out who they want to be and what they want to do. But it was cool to know that they do take these opportunities like Christmas and Thanksgiving, or just the holidays in general. They do see it as an opportunity to link up with family, not just get gifts or not just get out of school, which was one, all young people really loved the idea of Christmas break. Yeah. But that was actually one of the things that stuck out to me was interesting. Getting out of school. Not getting out of school, but being with family.
We also asked what they loved about Vallejo, and to be 100% honest, it seemed like they didn't really have a lot to say, and that's sad. It's sad that we live in a city that's so diverse, and especially now that the city is really rising up. And I may just be saying this because we're getting an in and out, but yeah. But, a lot of people have noticed that the city is, coming up, and it's starting to become like, I think some people are starting to refer to it as like up and coming, like little San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so much here, so much potential. And it's sad to think that, there wasn't a lot that people could think of. But because we know that there's not a lot that people could think of, that means we know that we need to make some changes, make some improvement, which we're doing. And we're on our way there.
Yeah, we need to change the story behind what people think Vallejo is. We need to change Vallejo's brand and image. People see it as a negative place, even when negative things don't happen to them and bad things are never happening around them. Just because it's what everybody else believes, it's the common thought. One of the young ladies said her favorite thing in Vallejo was Quicklies. Another person said
one
they couldn't come up with anything.
One part of the city.
And then they said it was diversity, which honestly cracks me up. Sure, it's great that Vallejo is diverse, but I feel like that's the only thing people bring forward when they say that Vallejo is great.
Which she didn't actually come up with. Miss Rhonda in the background actually said it, and I think she heard her.
She's like, diversity, yeah. That's same.
Yeah.
But there's so much that our city has. I mean, location. That's one thing. Like, if you were to ask me, I'd say location specifically because we're right in the center of San Francisco, Sacramento, the Pittsburgh, Stockton area, San Rafael-ish area. There's so much around us. We're like right smack in the middle. That's a good step. That's one good thing. There's our weather. We've got water next to us. I don't know. There's so much that the city of Vallejo has. And I feel like it's just like cultures, just like races. We allow stereotypes and the beliefs of other people to choose how we see our city. And I think that's really sad because Vallejo's, it's got potential. I don't know what other than, I was gonna say more than potential, but what's more than potential? Like, it's there.
Yeah.
So
just need to use it.
Yeah, it's got potential, and it's just, I don't know. It's up to us to really change the way we view it. One of the cool things is as we were handing out all these gifts to these young people, of course, we had a lot of time to kind of get to know some of them and just see the way that they would interact with an organization coming into their world right next to their high school and passing things out and, talking over a speaker, having a camera. They were oddly receptive, actually, more so than I thought. Of course, we were giving out gifts and on the speaker yelling out, "Come get a free gift."
Speaker being me.
But it was interesting that once some of the young people came over, they were calling out to their friends, and they also were, chilling with us. That was actually really cool. They would come down and sit next to us. We had some people who formed like a little group where they were sitting on like basketballs and backpacks, I guess kind of watching us and seeing how their friends are doing.
And bringing other people to us.
Yeah, we had a little group of recruiters almost. People trying to bring other people over.
Probably one of the strangest things was people tried to get back in line. So we had this one guy, which you actually saw in the video. Yeah. We had one guy who he came in like a black leather jacket with a red hoodie underneath. And he had like a mushroom cloud for a haircut. And then he circles back, comes back, doesn't have the black leather jacket on anymore, has his hair up in a ponytail and is trying to get a chance at another card because some of the students weren't too happy that they got ones instead of fives. So
yeah, it was randomized, which is really cool. Yeah, like Sako said, some of the students wanted the bigger amount, but them's the bricks.
Tried to make it random, make it fair. Couldn't get $5 for everybody. But hey, everybody got money.
Yeah, everybody got a gift, which is really cool. Like Dasako said, we did have a few people come around, but they were not getting past Dr. Rhonda's memory. As soon as they walked out, she was...
Hey, what you doing back here?
Yeah, what you doing back here? That guy, he actually looked like a different person at first. It took like a second glance to really realize, hold on, bro.
I was like, I don't even remember you.
I feel like he changed his hoodie. He had like a different hoodie on. It had like images instead.
Yeah. Then watching over the footage, we saw him in there again. I was like, yep.
And then Dr. Rhonda, one of the young ladies came up, and she got it before. As soon as Dr. Rhonda got there, and then she left and came back and was like, "Oh, can I get an envelope?" And she was like, "What you doing here?" And the girl just realized, turned around, and just starts walking back to the other side of the street. But we also had some young people who were doing interesting, who were really cool. They got the smaller amounts and they were just fine with it. You could tell the young people were thankful. And yeah, they were really interested in hearing the quotes. Some of them were really attentive to other people reading quotes because we had pretty close to about 20 quotes that were randomized throughout there. And it was kind of like fortune cookie hunting. And they wanted to be able, some of them wanted to be able to hear all of the different quotes that we had in there. So that was one thing that was really interesting, just seeing them there wanting to hear the quotes. And then, get that little bit of inspiration, empowerment.
Yeah.
And then just the liveliness that came when they did click in with us and want to stay. You had people yelling across the street, "You better get over here and get this gift. All you got to do is read a quote." That was one thing that was really funny to me, hearing them yell that down the street.
It was good. It was really good to see that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have anything like that at my school. And my school was much more fortunate than Vallejo. And we really see that there's a big gap in the fact that there's not a lot of this stuff out there. And like I said beforehand in the video, we did ask some students whether they had ever had anything like this, and all of them said no. So Club Stride plans on making that happen. We plan on adding more of our activities in there, making sure we're in the community.
Yeah. And, you know, doing these things for these young people, because like we said, they need acknowledgement and appreciation as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this turns out, how the next one turns out, the next Level with Vigor challenge, as well as the next Christmas special next year. We'll see how that goes. This year we went to Vallejo High. Next year it could be Bethel, could be Farragut, could be Peoples, John Finney. I mean, it could be MIT, or it could be more than one. We'll see you next year and figure out. Well, we'll see you next year. I don't know where that was going. It's gone. That is gone. But we'll see what happens next year. Yeah. Last thing was, to me, I guess this really brought me back to the Be Relevant conference, because it was another instance where it was a group of young people coming together in positivity, learning more about empowerment, as well as motivation, and really just, it was a good time. We had a lot of young people there. They weren't there cussing. They weren't there yelling at each other, trying to fight. It was just honestly what the youth community is, not necessarily what the stereotype is for young people. And I wish more people could have actually seen the actual scene of us there with them. Yep. You do get to see the video with the clips from the compilation from what did happen, but honestly, the spirit around it, or the soul of what happened in that moment throughout that hour and a half we were there, you can't really feel that through video. So if you're interested in volunteering and you do want to get involved in more instances where you'll get to really experience the youth culture and youth community outside of what media portrays and outside of what they feel like they need to live up to stereotype wise, Club Stride is the place to be.
Yeah. So check into our many social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook,
all of
Twitter,
them, except
and
Tumblr.
YouTube, except Tumblr. Yeah, we're not on there. Make sure you check into all those, and make sure you keep it plugged in here with us at What You Need channel. So I really do hope, that the young people that we talked to today, that we, dispensed the gifts to today, I hope not only that they were kind of happy about getting some free money, but I do hope that some of them, because it only takes a few to make a big change, I hope that some of them left today and really felt a jolt of motivation, really felt for at least a moment that they could do anything, and felt that next semester, whether they did good or bad, that they could really take that semester down, really do well.
Yeah. And then another thing is, I would love to see more things like this happen in Vallejo. It doesn't necessarily, I'm not thinking necessarily giving away money, but more things just centered around youth appreciation. We do a lot of appreciation for teachers, older family members, holidays, city officials, different programs and organizations, but we don't do too much showing of appreciation of our young people. So it's kind of like they're outcasts until they become adults. So I do think maybe that's one thing we should do more as a city. Let's pioneer that as Vallejo.
For sure.
That's one thing we should do, is more appreciation around our young people.
Yep. And we're going to continue to do that here at Club Stride. So yes, thank you guys for watching. This is our Christmas special, and this is only the very first of the Love with Vigor challenges. We're going to be doing a lot more in a lot more places, and hopefully we'll be able to even take this on the road with us to our Club Stride little vacations, like the one we do in the summer, where we take a lot of our kids to LA. So yeah, hope you guys stick with us. If you guys are watching this on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you guys like and follow us. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you guys can keep tapped in with us. And hit that like button. I already said that. I said it twice on purpose.
But also, you guys message us on Facebook or Instagram,
give us comments,
or even Twitter. Give us comments, as well as just if you're interested in linking up and working with us, or you and some of your friends, or you and a group that you're with are interested, maybe partnering on another project that centers around encouraging young people. We here at Club Stride are always down to try and partner with young people as well as other organizations around. So yeah, hit us up so we can link up and see what we can do collectively for, our youth community.
Yep. And if you have more ideas for challenges that we can do for the Love with Vigor Challenge, make sure you guys put those in the comments as well.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, make sure you subscribe or make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. We're going to be beefing those up big time. We actually left some very funny stuff on the story for you guys.
Man, no milk and cookies.
Yeah, no milk and cookies.
If you watch it, you'll get that.
Yeah, you'll get that reference. So make sure you go on there. Make sure you check it out. All right, guys. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is from us at Club Stride. Bye.
True.